Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Scout's Tarot, where your curiosity and the divine align. This is your December 2021 general reading, and this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Two things off the bat. I apologize for missing your November 2021 reading. It was a crazy time, and unfortunately, I could not find space and time to get those readings done. And then second, apologies for any external audio, noises, stuff like that you may hear. I live next to a busy thoroughfare, which is a lot of trucks, buses, sirens, all that jazz. So apologies in advance for that. But okay, let's jump right into your reading. So how this will go, it's based off of, if you're not familiar, we do 3 cards for the month of November going into December throughout the month, and then December into January. So I reviewed your October 2021 reading to refamiliarize myself with the energies that the divine was sharing with me for your sign, Sagittarius. And a lot of it was based off of trying to find that which aligns with your energies in terms of, romantic partnerships, friendships, and like projects or jobs that you're working on, right? Like making sure that with that lover's energy that was, in the month of October, just trying to be like, okay, so what most resonates with your soul, that sparks the most joy? And is that where you're at right now, or is that where you need to go, which led us into that Knight of Pentacles energy, which is like that solid, stable feeling where it's like he's a knight on a horse. He needs a stable, right? That you're making steps in the right direction that take you to that stability, right? That there is a certain level of security associated with you taking those steps closer and closer to what you're looking for. And then as the month concluded, it was the 4 of Pentacles energy, which is a lot about, it is about stability, it is about security, but sometimes it can, like, to me, it's kind of like the Scrooge card, appropriate for this time of year. How it resonated with me was that sometimes we may hold on to things a little too tight if we don't think we're going to be able to hold on to them. It is a sense of security, but sometimes that can hold you back, right? So as long as you recognize when either you're holding too tight into a partnership, or you're holding too tight to the past or your expectation, whatever that might be, if you're holding on to that too tight, that horse is not going to be able to move. Which then takes us into the end of November and going into December. And that's the Queen of Pentacles energy. So what this tells me is that you may have taken the time throughout November to really consider how it is, how you react to either the people in your life or the projects in your life, the places that you live. And you took the time to take a step back and kind of handle it. Like I use hands, like physically, because of the Queen of Pentacles energy. It's one where it's like, it is safe, it is secure. Again, it's that Pentacles energy. This is a lot about security, and it can be about financial success and career. But how I'm reading is that you took the time to handle your feelings, handle what makes you feel stable, handle what, consider what you need from a partner, and what you might want out of a job that you're working. Like if this isn't aligning with what you're looking for, if it's not resonating with the values that you have in life, if the partner that you're with isn't embracing you for you and perhaps is trying to make you change, stuff like that, like things that don't mesh well. I think the Queen of Pentacles energy from November into December represents you and your energy taking the time to create a nurturing space for you to consider how these things make you feel, right? Because everybody wants to feel stable and secure in the space that they reside, or in the partnership that they have, or the relationship that they're in. Which brings us to our second card here, the 4 of Wands energy throughout the month of December. So 4 of Wands, it is, like the marriage card. It is celebratory, more so than the 3 of Cups, where that's kind of like a party and friendship and companionship. 4 of Wands is more about like the planning aspect that goes into a party, right? Like with an engagement, so, you call it popping the question, but whoever's popping the question put some thought and effort into it, right? They had to invest in getting the ring. They got to find a place. How do we make sure that the person doesn't find out? Blah, blah, blah. Like there's strategy associated with this kind of celebratory event. So I think what this is breaking down, if this is, say, a partnership, or more so like a relationship, like a romantic connection, that as you went through this Queen of Pentacles energy and processed, handled, considered what it is that you're looking for in a partner from a relationship, that now you feel like, okay, now we know we can plan for this, right? Like if your next step with that Knight of Pentacles energy in October was like, well, maybe we should think about getting a place together. Now it's like, okay, so we booked an appointment with a realtor, or we're going to drive over to such and such town so we can go and see a couple of houses, you know, something like that. Like now there's an event associated with it. Like you're building up to something, that now that you've decided to take those steps, now you're investing in making sure those steps are accurate and reflect what it is that you're looking for. And it's a positive move. Like this isn't like planning the end of a project that you may be working on, or a job that you have. You could be planning to leave if it doesn't resonate, if it doesn't align with your values. But to you, it may not feel, how I'm reading this, is that it may not feel like, oh man, I guess I gotta go. This isn't working anymore. It could be like, I'm done. This is it. We gonna party. Like you're planning your exit, is how I'm reading this. Like if this isn't in terms of a relationship, if this is in terms of a job or a place that you live, that like you've done what you were supposed to do, everything, check that off the list. You're done, Sagittarius. You're on your way out. You're moving on to the next, and there's a strategy and plan behind it. Which brings us now to the Sun card for your energy going out of December and into January 2022, which is all about purpose, right? Especially considering like December 21st. Yes, that is the start, Sagittarius, of Capricorn, but it's also a very pivotal moment in like pagan as well as other, you know, nature-based spirituality. Like there's a whole bunch associated with the winter solstice. I don't need to dive in, but to me, when I saw this card, this tells me that as you're aligning with what sparks joy, what resonates with you, what aligns with your values, and you start planning and strategizing for that you're aligning with your purpose, that a pivotal moment, which is why I brought up like the winter solstice type energy of like, it is a pinpoint in time that, you know, now things are shifting, things are changing. We're no longer in that same place of decline. We are now changing over, and we're going to get more sun, right? We're going to align more with our purpose, that we're going to be able to embrace that which is our gift in the world, our divine gift to the world. Okay. So we are now going to slide into our Oracle of the Seven Energies deck, so we can get some clarity for the Queen of Pentacles. This energy leaving November, going into December. In my magic, spiritually aligned. What Oracle energy card should Sagittarius hold on to, take into consideration, celestial divine? Oops. Please, cards, do not throw yourselves across the table. Great Spirit, if you would not mind. Solo uno cards, por favor. We will accept two, but one is appreciated. Okay, here we go. Oh, look, sorry. The Oracle's gift. Just said it, the divine, the gift, your gift in this plane, Sagittarius, it is from the divine. Whew, Lord. All right, number 37. All right, and I do like to read from the book. So when we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. I hope this is in the frame. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside us. Oracles show up in a myriad ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery, loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune into source and be able to read the signs reflecting what is true and real within you. Love. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. That Knight of Pentacles energy from the October 2021, y'all. Repeat this mantra. The light within me creates miracles in my life. The magic is inside you, outside you, all around, and within you. Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord. That is some beautifulness right there, Sagittarius. As a sign who's known for luck, with Jupiter being your ruling planet, that there are times where it may just seem like things kind of work out. Not saying that you got it easy, not in any sense, but you're the type of energy, a fire sign, who's willing to let your passion be guided by knowledge, by insight, by wisdom, that you're willing to invest in yourself. And for some people, when you make a choice and it works out, they see it as luck. You know that it's because you prepared, right? You strategize, you put in some work. Sure, there may be some fire-like tendencies to be a little spontaneous, but for the most part, you like to make sure that what you're doing is worth your time. As you're going through this new journey, keep in mind that aspect of yourself that, driven by your ambition and solidified by wisdom, can be part of your gift, right? The divinity within you that you're offering to the world, that sometimes it may seem like, I studied, but I don't really know if that's going to work out, or, I really invested in this partnership, in this relationship, but I don't really know if we're aligning. By taking the time to rely on your own insight and your own knowledge and your own experience, and then asking for that confirmation, that reassurance, that's like the book said, the song that you hear in the radio, the billboards that you see, an email that you happen to take a quick glance at, whatever it is, that in those moments you may get that reassurance that you're looking for. And for some, they may see that again as just like a lucky sign, a coinkydink. But for you, you know that there's more to it. There's always more to it. And that's based off of your knowledge that there's more to you as well, which again can be considered part of your gift to the gift from the universe into those around you. All right, so we're going to slide into the Four of Wands energy. This planned celebration, this build up, this, I hate being like this strategy, but yeah, it feels like a strategy for success here, of joy, of being able to embrace the passions around you. We're going to ask the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck for some insight, some clarity. There we go. I was getting ready to say my little mantra, but it's already been handled, hasn't it? The Map Maker of Destiny. So this is authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. All right, we're going to jump into the book on this one, number 24. Oops. Come on, I just saw it. Don't be like that. All right, 24 with the Four of Wands energy. So when the Map Maker of Destiny appears, let me hold it up a little bit. It's a sign that you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths, there it is, second time, that intersects with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you're meant to visit, places where you'll be challenged to evolve into the highest aspects of yourself. Right? How do you build a map if you're not planning a little bit here, right? Remember that you're a spark of the divine come to earth to experience itself in human form. As such, your path is unique. It's also somewhat preordained, and fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen and that you can't change. Fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. Ooh, that's beautiful. All right, so as you know, with the Lover's energy, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Coins energy in October, what I'm reading is that you found something that works for you, Sagittarius, right? Whether it's a job, a place that you're living, a partner, whatever it is, there's something there, it's working, right? It's matching up. You're like, okay, I'm feeling this. This is it. but there's also something a little bit off about it. Not necessarily bad, but there's some things you need to work through to really make it happen, which is that Knight of Pentacles energy, right? Like you want to make sure that you feel secure and stable in that relationship, in that job, in the place that you live. And so that Four of Coins energy was just kind of like keeping it in mind that yes, you want to feel stable, but you can't know everything. You can't always have that kind of stability. Again, that Scrooge energy of like holding on too tight and not willing to share aspects of yourself or share your concerns. Like you got to be willing to go about that journey in an authentic way, right? Authentic purpose, which is where that Queen of Pentacles energy comes in, where it's like you got to allow yourself to be in a space where you can express those concerns, right? Create that space or align with that partner, right? That Queen of Pentacles energy could very well represent an earth sign. So that's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Like perhaps that is, a partner or a friend that you can turn to, be like, I have these concerns, or I'm not really sure. I like the way this feels, but I don't know if I can change what the position that I'm in, or have that conversation with my partner. Whatever that work is, Sagittarius, that as you're doing that, the Oracle's gift is going to deliver to you some signs of reassurance, confirmation. You just got to be open to it, because again, we can't know everything, but it's important to recognize when you do need that divine help. And as you're going and doing that work, you're going to lay out that strategy, that planning, right? That whatever it is that you decide to do throughout the month of December, that it's something that is going to handle whatever insecurities or anxieties you may have had, any, second thoughts, apprehensions, anything along those lines where it's like, it could be better. This partnership could be better. How do I figure that out? How do I share that out? How do I make sure that that's being heard? It guides you through that map maker of destiny energy, that yes, maybe this is a fated partnership, maybe it is a fated connection or job, the place that you're living, whatever it might be, that sure, it might be fated, but the way, as this book says here, that you can transform fate into destiny, it depends on how you respond to your circumstances, to your situation, what you do with this energy, right? Back to the book. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience, so free will and choice are possible at certain points on your map. Now is one of those times. You're faced with a relationship or circumstance brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate to come to heal your heart and be your companion. Perhaps as a challenger, it makes you face the things within you that must change in order for you to express your highest good. And that highest good brings us into that sun energy, that purpose, that divine gift that you have to offer to the world, Sagittarius, right? No matter which form your map maker takes, all are perfect expressions of fate, inviting you into your destiny. Pay attention as your map unfolds now. And remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage your journey. And that's all about that Knight of Pentacles energy from the previous month, right? How you engage your journey. If you're willing to take it step by step, to rely on, yes, your wisdom, yes, your experience, but also those confirmations, those intuitive moments. You're like, oh, right. I do remember that song when we were sitting on the couch and I had that real vulnerable moment and my partner was there to support me. Or when I was in my job and, I had this really difficult, task and I really didn't think I was going to get it done. But I got, that email from a colleague and that just opened up my mind. I was able to get it done. And now here you are looking at like a calendar reminder for a past event and it's with that coworker. You're like, right, that's true. I haven't been, I didn't think about that. Like those kind of messages, the Oracle's gift messages, will allow you to engage your fated journey and turn, again, fate into destiny. And as you're doing that work, as you're planning this next event, whatever it might be, whether it's an exit, the next step in your relationship, taking on a new job, starting something new in 2022. If you're aligning with these energies, Sagittarius, you're going to get closer and closer to your life's true purpose, the divine gift that you have to offer to the world. So we're going to pull our final card, our Super Attractor Oracle card, to see what energetic advice the Great Spirit has in store for you. energy should you keep in mind as you're making your journey throughout the month of December? And then my magic, spiritually aligned. What advice do we have for dear sweet Sagittarius, celestial divine? Can we get one card, please? One card. Solo, only looking for the key. All right, well, we have, is this 2? Okay, we will take 2. Okay, so we'll start with this one. When I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. Wow, someone else got this card. No idea who. Ooh, actually, whoa. I think one other sign got both of these cards before. I can't remember. If I can, I'll add it in the description. But holy smokes, I think someone got both of these. I trust that my powerful emotions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. Wow, okay. So when it comes to moving forward along this journey, Sagittarius, it can be a little scary, a little unnerving because it is new and you are relying a little bit more on intuition and feelings than see logic and rationality. And as you're planning out your 4 of Wands energy, whatever that experience is, whatever the choice is, whatever it is that you're building towards throughout the month of December, is that if you rely on your faith and that spirit is here to support you and not hurt you in that sense, like it's not going to trip you up and be like, that's what you get for trusting. Like it's always going to try to align with the energy that you emit into the world, right? So if you're emitting negative emotions and energy, the universe is going to reflect that back at you. So it is up to you to embrace that the work that you're doing now will have a beneficial outcome. You may not be able to know exactly what that is. Perhaps, ending the relationship hurts now, but maybe that creates a space for someone new to walk in, right? Or a new job opportunity that walks in, and then you meet somebody new and you're like, oh, snap, okay. So I think if you go into this new area as you're aligning with your divine gift, that your powerful intentions will be combined with that faith. And that's going to allow what you're trying to manifest here to become, again, your reality, right? And that you need to hold on to the certainty that the work you're doing now is going to be the foundation for the future that you're building. Oof. All right, Sagittarius. It's slide that. This is okay. There's nothing I can do. All the cards are going to be covered. This does conclude your December 2021 general reading. I hope that this resonated. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in January 2022.